What up, guys? Mad Scientist 7890, your favorite wrestling shooter and hip hop enthusiast, back at ya.
In the lab, yeah.
We're not in the lab. That's just me by myself.
What the hell?
Horrible. So, with this video here, I wanted to do a little discussion because I know.
Wait, are you not gonna even introduce me?
Dude.
First off, like, what is the lab anyway? Like, you're just in your fucking room. It's not even a lab. It's like, I've been to your room. It's not that cool.
Everyone has their own specific.
No laboratory.
Like special videos. Sorry, you don't. Ass.
It's not a lab. You can't lie to people.
By the way, this is MVP
nice.
Shear. Did I not mention who was on the other line with me?
No, because I said you were going to introduce me. And then I wanted to know why you're not in a lab. You're not even a scientist.
I'm
you
not.
don't even go to college right now.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I do what I can.
Not for science. I'm sure.
I do.
Communications.
I do what I can. So, this is MVP Shear on Skype. We are going to discuss the very talked about topic of not Lockdown itself, but the finish of Storm versus Roode here. A lot
I
of
didn't even see it.
Yeah, and it really, you don't have to really see it to get where we're going with this video. But what we're going to talk about here is a bad finish. Can it really like hurt a match star quality wise, or could it completely kill a match, make it basically not any good at all? If you have a good 20-minute match and then the finish was DQ'd, or just like at Lockdown, Storm super kicks Roode through the door and he wins like that. That I guess would be considered a bad finish. I personally didn't think it hurt the match that much. I really enjoyed the match. I thought it was good. I thought it had a real like NWA kind of like cage match feel to it. Real bloody, a lot of brawling. Really felt like a really old school type of cage match. And I really don't think the finish hurt it. I think it honestly, to me, made sense because how many times has Roode won the title by cheating? This time he just kind of got lucky. If they were the plans were obviously to keep the belt on Roode. I think fans would have even bitched even more if Roode would have DQ'd the finish. But I guess they were expecting the crowd, that maybe the crowd would have rioted if Roode cheated to win. But the crowd didn't do jack shit regardless because the crowd was terrible. But let me just get your thoughts here on bad finishes in matches. Do they ruin a whole match for you? Can it ruin a whole match for you?
I mean, I don't give a damn, motherfucker. I mean, there's some good matches with some DQ finishes. I mean, it's got to make, like, this is a big thing. Like, it's got to make sense. Like, it's got to have a reason behind it. And, like, that finish, as I didn't see it, and I don't really watch TNA, but I could see where it making sense. Like, Roode, like, never goes, he's kind of like The Miz. Like, he never goes over clean, right? Like, has he even went over clean once yet?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, so, I mean, that totally makes sense with his character. It makes him look like a shit champion, and we can get on that later. But, I mean, yeah, if the finish makes sense, I mean, then go with it. I think Storm should have won the title there, but I can see why they had that finish happen the way they did. If they were gonna, if they needed to give Roode the win, that was the way to give him the win, because he doesn't go over clean anybody. So what's the point of having him start going over clean with like your top draw in James Storm? There just is none.
Yeah,
so
and I also think it's interesting because I mean, I think it kind of hurt the whole feud in general because, going into the spoilers of Impact, they're not continuing this James Storm Roode feud right away. There's a totally different number of contenders.
They didn't continue right away after Roode won the title from him either, which was just stupid as hell. Like, it kind of reminds me of John Cena and The Rock. Except for Cena and The Rock never faced. Like, this thing, like, Roode won the title from him by cheating. They had a match 6 months later at Lockdown. Now they're going to have another match later down the line. Like, Lockdown's one of their two biggest shows. Like, why didn't they just switch the title there? It made no sense. And they've been talking about getting the title on Bully Ray, and I just figured, like, well, that would have been the perfect time for Storm to win it, and then Bully Ray could have won it, a month or two later whenever they wanted to give him the title. So, I mean, it made sense. It got your champion out of the title without making the challenger look bad. But I feel like TNA's writers just don't know how to write a good storyline. And they're trying to make like a long, drawn-out storyline here, but you can't have like this many pauses in between. It can't be like a stop and start like they're doing.
Yeah, I thought this was a kind of should have been their big payoff. I think the match quality was there.
Should have.
I think the crowd was bad, but I think the match was good, and I think the finish was not great, but I don't think it really hurt the quality. I think the crowd hurt the match more than the actual finish. But
oh yeah.
But let's get on to I guess considerably bad finishes or DQ finishes in matches that I personally think they didn't even hurt the match. I mean, the one I always go back to, one of my favorite matches, Shawn Michaels versus Mankind, Mind Games '96. Had a DQ finish. Vader ran in.
Yeah, one of the best WWE matches ever had a DQ finish. Like, you can do it right.
Yeah, if the match is good, people will forget about it. Most people will. Also, you look at another tag match that I thought got DQ'd. I guess neither team wanted to get. They didn't want to let the other team get over on them. I don't know what the whole storyline was or the backstage politicking behind it. But that was a Steiners versus Bret and Owen Hart. One of the best tag matches I've seen in WWE, WWF, when it was WWF, ever. And it was a DQ finish also. So, that's another situation. Here's
the thing with that, like, we're talking about bad finishes. If it doesn't, like, hurt the star rating, then it really doesn't matter. Like, most matches, like if you would have added, like, say Shawn would have super kicked Mankind and would have pinned him, it wouldn't have been any higher than the 4 3/4 stars that I already gave it. Kurt Angle and Stone Cold from SummerSlam 2001 wouldn't have been any better if Angle would have Angle slammed him and pinned him instead of Stone Cold getting DQ'd. It still would have been 4.5. Like, I think it's fine if it doesn't add any, like, verbal, like, star rating for me, then I don't think it, like, hurts the finish. I think a bigger finish, or a bigger, bad finish would be, like, a botched finish. Like, I know I'm a Dragon Gate USA mark. You all can tell me that. I don't fucking care. But, like, the match where it was BB Hulk and Yamato. And this was when Hulk was the champion. And this was the first title switch ever of the Open the Freedom Gate title. And Yamato won with the worst-looking Galleria ever. Like, he like, cradled his head down and, like, kind of just fell over. Like, it looked like crap. Like, when that happens, you get up, you do it again. You don't just pin someone off of a sloppy-looking move. Those finishes piss me off more than DQ bad finishes do.
Yeah, I know there's been numerous times with Randy Orton matches where he didn't hit the RKO correctly and he still went for the pin. I know when MVP was still in WWE, he was god awful with that Playmaker.
The overdrive.
The overdrive move he did. Just numerous times it looked like it did zero damage.
Why is that anybody's finisher? Is what I want to know. Like, that never looks good.
I have no idea. But I don't know. It just, to me, sometimes finishes can hurt, but I don't think, to me, it could take away, because I was seeing people giving what I would consider. I gave Storm vs. Roode 4.25 stars. I may overrated it, but I really liked it. I would say it's at least, to me, and it should be, a legitimate 4-star match. You haven't seen it, but I think if you watched it, you would give it either 3 3/4 stars or 4. Like, I think you would probably give it that. Knowing you, I've seen.
No, you putting star ratings in my head now.
Well, knowing you enough, that's probably what I would guess you would give it. It seems like.
Wait. Where did you get this? Where did you get this idea from? In your lab?
I cooked it up right next to my where I make my meth.
Did you do tests on my brain?
No,
man, you can't do meth, dude. You're great at heroin, bro.
We've been star rating matches for the last 5 years together. So I'm pretty sure
it's been more than 5 years.
Has it been? I don't know. But that would be just me being my guess. But
where do we even get this star rating system? Is what I want to know. I remember we used to rate matches.
I think we just got it from the Meltzer deal, and then we just made up our own system. It doesn't matter. But basically,
our system is skewed to fuck.
Yeah, basically the gist of it is that I've been seeing people give this match 2.5 stars, 2 3/4 stars, because the finish was bad. Like, I never saw anything else bad wrong with this match. Oh, granted, the crowd wasn't into it, but the brawling was good, the storytelling was good in this. They played it off like they hated each other, they hit a lot of spots, they were bleeding a lot. They did some, like I said, great spots.
Hepatitis.
They used the cage correctly, like in certain spots. They brawled on the outside. To me, this was a good match. This was a good cage match, and it really got a lot of gripe. And I thought I would just come on here and basically talk about bad finishes because I think, there's a lot of great matches that had bad finishes. I know there's even ones from, there's not too many. I can't think off the top of my head. Matches from Japan that I remember seeing that had just like maybe a botch finish or a bad finish or something.
Not many. Those Japanese people don't do that.
True.
But if you do want to see us talk more about TNA Wrestling and their new idea for Open Fight Night, you can go watch our video properly called I Don't Think We've Ever Made a TNA Video Before.
Yeah.
On RSTS Express Wrestling.
It's
YouTube.com/that.
It's pretty harsh. It's pretty harsh, but it's
pretty fucking hilarious.
It's pretty entertaining. So yeah, let us.
Let's just say it's about Age of Kong and knocking people out.
Let me
Go
know.
ahead.
Don't let him know because he probably will never get back to you and he probably doesn't care at all. But let me know. Leave some comments in the description. Let me know what you guys think about bad finishes in wrestling matches. Does it hurt a match?
I'm gonna comment back to every one of you motherfuckers now, especially if you disagree with us. I'm gonna tell you to suck it, faggots.
Nobody even knows who you are. So,
some guy behind it. I'm obviously some guy behind a telephone.
Yeah.
But it's really Skype.
Skypey.
Fuck yourselves.
It is what it is. But yeah, let us know what you think. We're gonna
give us some subscribers. Don't give him none. Give me some.
No subscribers for me. Is that what you said?
No subscribe. I kind of want some on my channel too. If I ever do start up again, just if you like the video, make sure to click on the link to our channel and give us some subscribers. If you want to give him some subscribers too, because he's fat, I don't care. You can do whatever.
Yeah, you know our game. I'm fat. He's retarded. You know how we do it.
That's how it is. I got a big fucking head, dude.
You should see this guy's head. He's not kidding. It's big. So
you want to see my head? There's some videos of my head on RSTS Express Wrestling. Well, that's not .com, dude. I forgot. We don't actually have a website. We need to make one.
I felt bad for your mother, honestly. But we're gonna get out of here.
I felt bad for your mother.
My head wasn't that big. Your head was big.
Feeding you for 21 years. You still live with your mother in your lab.
Yeah, damn right I do.
It would have been better if it was
damn right I do, and I don't pay any damn rent whatsoever. So I'm gonna get out of here.
Don't say that. Don't say that too loud, dude. She's gonna come in there and tell you about how you need to start. Oh god.
Bad finishes.
Go ahead.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. This was a good video until the finish. This video is ironic. Thumbs up if you think this video is ironic because it has a bad finish.
Go subscribe to our page if you thought it was ironic.
Deuces.
We don't even care if you liked the video. If you even stayed this long.
Out of here. Are you finished?
Nah, dude, I want to keep going because I got to make it a good finish.
This is a bad finish. We're gonna get out of here.
That's what wrestlers think. If they keep going, they can make it into a good finish.
It's ironic. We're trying to make this into a good finish, but it's not gonna work.
You should just let me pin you 1, 2, 3.